start recording. Um, so it looks like after reviewing the times that we can meet up, it looks like Thursday would probably be a good option. Um, around like 4. With that said, we could do like a quick meetup at on 4. But like, where would you guys like to meet up? Like at campus or somewhere else?
Uh,
Thursday.
can we meet up? The library is still open, right? I know it opened up, but I don't know if it's still open during the summer.
Do we need to like reserve a spot?
Possibly. Yeah, I don't know much about the library right now. So if anyone has information of that.
It says I'm looking at the email that they sent. It says initiated its pilot reopening on May 2nd. And more than 400 reservations were made for study spaces. Library building will close on May 21st at the end of the pilot and then reopen on June 1st for summer classes. So it's going to open on June 1st.
Ooh, I see it.
I was thinking maybe we could all meet up at like at the parking lot at campus, and then we could go like somewhere to eat and just kind of like talk there, I guess, and also kind of celebrate.
Thank you for paying, Luke. Oh, thank you for
Thank you.
volunteering.
Whoa. Thank you. What?
Thank you for volunteering to pay.
No.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Yeah, I mean, of course you're gonna pay for all of it. So, right?
Yeah, if you guys need me, Joe, I can pay.
Yeah, you can just pay all of it, right? If it's $200.
Maybe not. Maybe like if it's under 50, maybe.
Does that sound cool with you guys? Like if we just meet up and go like eat somewhere?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Cool. Where would you guys want to eat? At least somewhere near the campus.
Your guys' choice, I suppose.
My choice? Are you sure?
Yeah, just make sure like everyone's on board, I suppose.
We can go to Daniel's favorite place, which is McDonald's. In-N-Out? Do they have an In-N-Out there? Like close there? It'd be so dope if you actually had one on campus. Is there even In-N-Out?
Yeah, there's one nearby campus.
Oh, sick. Okay, let's go there then. Let's go, yeah. I guess I'll just put the date and time in there in the Discord. Dope. So cool. Get that figured out. As for the report, how's your sections coming along?
Liz and I are going to meet up at around 6 today to work on the TPS, the test procedures. So yeah.
Cool.
Too many drawings. These drawings take like at least 20 minutes to make, to like input everything and make sure that everything's right. But I can get it done. You said you wanted it done by 6 though, right? Can we get it done by midnight?
I think preferably, like if we just pushed it till midnight, I don't think you'd have a problem with it.
Yeah, I think that'd be best if we can just before the end of the day.
Yeah, I agree. I'll just say like, we just pushed it. We're not gonna, no. I mean, honestly, I really don't want to write this at this point in time. So whatever you put in there should just be fine, honestly.
Okay, I'm not gonna put anything.
Yeah, just don't put anything. I would just try to make it really brief because I know we're all really tired from finals. So yeah, I think whatever we put in there should just be fine, honestly. I know that's really vague. I'm sorry.
Gotcha.
So with that said, I've kind of compiled all the list. I'll share my screen again. So yeah, I've already ordered the batteries. I pretty much have everything I need to buy. So I'll be buying pretty much all of this today, and I didn't include the frame material, as you said. I just put in the standoff screws because we obviously need those to mount everything together. But yeah, I mean, like, yeah, like literally after this meeting, I'm gonna buy everything. So that should be, I expect like some components, such as the cards, for example, may take until like next week, not like this coming week, but next week. And even like the battery boards, for some reason, they'll take, hopefully they don't take this long, hopefully. But we should probably get most of these within maybe next week. And then once I get them, I'll drive to campus, and like I'll drop them all off at the lab, and we can all meet up. Maybe like during that day, or whatever.
Wait, oh, sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead.
I have a side question. So what's going on in the BLV? Like I heard that the BLV wasn't going to do our way going up there. Are they still going to now, or what's up with that?
Yeah, that's been a really strange situation, to be honest, because from what I heard from Mike is, well, they're not going to be flying anymore, and then they kind of changed their mind. So they're like, well, we're just going to scrap their whole team, and now they're like, oh, well, maybe we can come in and fix it, and you guys can still move on. But even like, what's even crazier is that you guys don't know, but Mike is thinking of like reimbursing the other teams as well, like funding them as well so they can fly too.
Pog.
So I don't really know how that's going to work because that's a lot of money. I mean, you have to consider they have to make like three of their launch vehicles or whatever, and they also have to pay for that, and also they have to fund the other teams. So that's probably easy, like 3,500 to, well, 33,000 to 3,500,000 amount. So I don't really know where they're gonna get that funding, but like we're priority number one because like obviously we were chosen, so we were the chosen one. So somebody cap that. Somebody document that. Somebody quote that. So there's that. So like as we kind of move into the summer, I'll kind of be monitoring that operational timeline that I put for like the post CDR schedule. I'll be really kind of monitoring that, and I'll be changing it throughout the summer, throughout everything. So I'll just be keeping up to date on that and make sure we stick to the schedule. because ideally, like, I'd really like to have us fly by July 5th at the latest. They really don't want to push us to August because they're going to start another program in like September, the third round of Blade. So they really want this to end in July, and um, there's not really much margin for that, unfortunately. So yeah. And so far, I just gotta order all the parts. Um, as for the 3D frame, like, how is that? How is that working so far? I've noticed you posted something in a couple of stuff in structures. Or is it like you're something that you're really considering, or is it just
Yeah.
seeing something else?
So if we can't CNC the aluminum, I've been looking into how to work with the PETG 3D printing material, and basically it's perfectly fine working up there regarding the cap-down heaters, as long as the cap-down heaters don't heat the inside over 200 or 195 degrees Fahrenheit or whatever it is. The plastic will not deform. And then on the outside, I know it goes pretty cold, but it actually makes it stronger on the outside. It's not something that we really need to worry about since we're not going through any kind of like loads or anything. So that's not the problem. The bigger problem I've been looking at is just how to attach everything right now. And I'm looking how to do like those screws and how to attach everything together. Technically, we can use the same screws, the aluminum screws that I sent. So I'm trying to figure out how to basically implement that. Um, but I'm like right at the beginning of the research right now. So I'll let you know more down the
Okay, for sure. So you just want to try maybe doing a 3D route, and if that doesn't work, then we'll move on to the metal frame.
Sorry, say that again.
Like you, like for right now, as of right now, you just want to stick with 3D printed, like doing a 3D printed test frame, and just see like if that could work. But if like that doesn't work, and like because of the fastening material, if it doesn't make those threaded holes correctly, then you would kind of move on to the metal frame.
Oh yeah, like PETG will definitely work. It's just the tolerances is going to be a little bit tighter. Has to be a little bit tighter for 3D printing. Um, we can like if the CNC machines at school will not work, that's perfectly fine. We can 3D print this, no problem.
Yeah.
Uh, so we can definitely keep going with that.
Yeah, I mean, that might actually be the option that we might end up going. It's good that we have like this backup option, because if we're not actually able to access the CNC labs, then at least we have a 3D printed frame that would actually work, and we could just put that in there, which hopefully if like the threads work, um, that'd be really great. Um, so with that said, like, did you want me to like buy the screws too?
Leave the screws out for right now, honestly. And plus, the screws we can get at any time. I definitely think that we can get that later, just so that maybe we can even get, even though it's already cheap, just it might be a chance that we can change the screws in a different way, because I'm not sure how compatible those screws are with the 3D printing material regarding, because as it goes, it's weird. The heaters on the inside will heat um, the plastic on the inside, but then on the outside is really cold. So the filament on the inside will be softer basically, and then on the outside it'll be more brittle. So we just got to find a screw that hopefully can keep things together. I was thinking about inserts where I would just do like an aluminum insert in these holes, and then that would screw the screws in. But yeah, just for now, keep the screws out so that there might be a chance that we need to change it.
Okay, I'll keep that on standby for right now. As for the temperature of the PETG material, is it able? Do you know if it's able to withstand temperatures greater than 20 degrees, negative 20 degrees Celsius?
Oh yeah, it can definitely withstand greater. So as long as the Kapton heaters don't freaking melt the filament on the inside, which is 194 degrees Celsius. If it goes more than that, we definitely can't use it. On the outside, it's perfectly fine. Um, so yeah, it. I saw it. It actually makes it stronger. And plus, we're not going any kind of cyclic loading, right? There's no forces being on it. There's no continuous loading, no shearing of any sort, right? So it's perfectly fine.
The only thing that's going to be any forces acting on it is like the compressive forces as the top plate and the bottom plate squeeze on it in the launch vehicle and like in their latest design. Like, but that's nothing.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
And plus, we have the rail system, those legs at the ends and tops, which basically push the load through instead of directly on the plates.
Yeah, we should be fine. I don't see any problem with that. So, yeah, I mean, just keep doing what you're doing when you're researching this. Just see what you could come up with. If you could write it down, and are you just like taking mental notes, or are you just like writing it down in paper? Sorry if that was a dumb question.
Oh wait, sorry, what was that?
Oh, I was just asking if you're just like taking notes of like what you're finding.
Oh yeah, that's why I've been posting things in the structures.
Okay, for sure. Cool. 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 So as for the code wise, as for software, um, most of it is already typed up. I would assume, except for the Cosmic Watch. That's something that we kind of need to work with. Um, but as far as progress, how is that coming along, Charles?
I don't think there's any progress since last time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if I were to buy the parts right now, what could be accomplished?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
Say,
let's start with the DHT-22.
that is done. That should work. The Cosmic Watch, it's just if our OBC can read it.
Yeah.
And then the Kapton heaters, that should be pretty easy, I think. And then transmitting data to BOV, that's all we need, I think. Oh, and the SD card, and that should be easy as well. But Ali texted me saying they'll be using USB for us and asked if that's okay.
Wait, when did he text you?
Yesterday, yeah.
Oh, bro. Wait, what kind of interface are they going to use? Curious.
For us, or for us, they plan to use an USB for us.
Like, are they going to use like just a standard 3.0 cable, or are they going to use like an ATB 2.0?
It depends on USB. Depends on their OBC and what we have. We're using a 3.0.
Okay.
And then whatever they're using, we'll just use that. So that the converting thing, whatever that's called, I forgot.
I think we should just hold off on as far as BOV connections. I mean, we could still apps we could still consider it, but their team as a whole right now is kind of just up in the air. to say it
Yeah,
Let's say it
so
lightly. So I would just kind of
we'll
push
just
it off
leave it
to the
out
side. Yeah,
as the last thing to do.
yeah, I would. But it's just like, yeah. I mean, I think we're doing. I think we should be fine on that front. Just main thing I'm worried about is like the Cosmic Watch, as far as code wise, because like they written most of it on an Arduino, Arduino Uno. So that might be a problem.
But we are using the same board for the Cosmic Watch, right? It has a custom board.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that should work. It's just the difference between Arduino and Raspberry Pi.
Yeah, I'm just
And
wondering.
I think they do similar things, therefore they should be okay.
Yeah, but like, wouldn't you have to like rewrite all of that code since it's different?
No, I don't think so.
I would maybe
Do
look
I?
more into it. Just so you're sure.
Wait a minute. For their code,
Yeah.
is it for their custom board or is it for an Arduino?
It's for the Arduino Uno.
I think it's for the Uno or the Nano, whatever.
Oh no, it's for the Nano. Sorry, not the Uno. Because like the circuit board, it just measures the pulse, like it recognizes it, and then the Nano just reads it and it stores it on an SSD on the board.
How many boards does their system have?
Like the Cosmic Watch, it just has one custom PCB board. Same with
and where's the Arduino from?
The Arduino is on the board.
On the custom board?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem then, because we're keeping all of that, right?
Well, we're not keeping the Nano. It really
If
sucks
it's an
that
issue,
we can't talk to. It really sucks that we can't reach out to Spencer.
if it's an issue, you guys can just use my Nano, if that's an issue.
I don't know. I guess that could be a backup plan. I don't know. I mean, the main problem is that I know we have most of these components ourselves. Like, Michael, didn't you say you bought a Raspberry Pi 3?
Yeah, I actually have a CubeSat, a 3D printed CubeSat, and it fits right in. So I think we're good on size. Yeah, I'm not home at the moment, but I can send a picture later if needed.
No, it's cool. I was just asking if you maybe wanted to use it by chance.
If we need to use the the Raspberry for an emission, I can fork over my Raspberry.
Well, I mean, like, I'm just saying if you wanted to, because there is a chance that like we either can't fly it for some reason or whatever, like if COVID comes back worse and we're not able to fly it, or like it lands in the ocean and we're not able to recover it. With those options, you could still get reimbursed for the Raspberry because it's quite expensive. That's just up to you, because like I could just buy it. Like most of these components, like I could just buy it right now, but like just to save us money, because like when I look at all the shipping, where is it? when I look at most of the shipping and the sales tax, not and also including the total price, it's going to be pretty expensive.
What's the total?
If I get the Cosmic Watch, where's my calculator? Let me just get that really quick. Well, I mean, with all of our other components, it's comes out to 236. And if I Cosmic Watch 162. We're at $400, but I would like to keep an extra 100 just for. I would just like to keep an extra 100 for just in case, just in case if like something happens, or at least a 50 at most.
How about this? Buy the Raspberry. I think it's good for us because I know Charles has some microcontrollers too. I think so we can test the code, the software ourselves. So just buy the Raspberry. If it goes over too much, I can contribute money to the project. Like it's not a big deal.
Because the Raspberry Pi that I have right now that I'm gonna buy it from Best Buy, and with everything it's 43.
I bought mine on Amazon. It was like 37, 36.
I know, like I tried to buy it on Amazon too, but they were all sold out.
Oh, I see the issue. Okay, yeah, okay.
So I have to get it from Best Buy. Well, which Best Buy they sell at retail is 35, but with shipping and sales tax, it's like almost $8. So it comes out to $43.
And with those $43, does that put us over 400, or does that put us right at 400?
It puts us right at 400. Like most of these components, I'll just say it's 150 for the Cosmic Watch because some of these components I took out, such as like the Vaseline we need, and like the tinfoil and the electric tape, we took that out. So I'm probably really looking at 150. So if I just put 150 and then just do some H34, whatever. Is they're like struggling me to do math. It comes out to 384. Because like this isn't including the metal frame either. Because if we need to add the metal frame, should I go to the budget? Where is it? It's gonna come out to 33. So it's gonna put us at like 420. No, like 410. And then we also got the screws too.
I'm still saying that you should get another Raspberry Pi 3, so we have multiple, so we can test it, more than one person testing it. You know what I mean? And if it does go over so much, I wouldn't mind forking over a little bit for the project. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm being difficult.
No, you're good.
But I think that's reasonable because I know for Bronco Sat 1, we needed to have multiple OBCs so multiple people can test it because sometimes somebody gets stuck in one and they fix it. So I mean, like debugging.
Yeah. In case if it gets like damaged or something. Okay. I'll just do that then.
I'm just afraid to lose it. I'm good to give it to someone else if they need to test it, but like I'm not sure if I want to put it like on the balloon sat itself.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess we'll just go with that so we can at least keep on schedule. So just buy those. But I guess going to that epoxy, is there a certain reason like that we need that specific epoxy for that? For the mission?
No, the one I got was basically just non-conductive. It was like more, yeah. That's the only reason why I got it. So if you wanted to use a different one, just make sure that it doesn't basically short anything, just possibly. But regarding that, yeah, just that's the only reason why I got it. If you find a cheaper one and it works, go for it.
Okay. I'll try to find a different one because the one that I found, or the one that you posted in the chat, that was actually out of stock. So that's the only reason why I asked. But I'll try to find a different one. I guess that's kind of like already. It's kind of like all I needed to say, really. I mean, like I think I already said I already bought the batteries, and that's in progress. So there's that.
How many batteries did you buy?
I bought 3.
Okay. If you need, I was working when I was working with the Formula. We got like 800 18650 batteries, and they're not the same kind, but they're still usable. And if we use those batteries, depending on like how many times we use them, it will decrease the load of some sort. So we would have to replace it if we use it way too many times, which I don't think will happen at all. But if we need some test batteries, I have a couple guys that has like parts of the 18650 batteries.
Well, we can also charge them too.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. Like every time you completely drain it, and you use it like multiple times, it decreases its.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. So like, I guess I would have to buy a couple test batteries, and then we would use.
I have batteries. That's what I'm saying. Like I
Oh,
have.
you do?
Like we have like 800 battery just sitting somewhere, and
Well, where?
it's part of the Formula stuff. So when we were trying to build the electric car, I have it at my friend's house right now. So
I mean, yeah, if you want to use them, that I think, yeah, that'd really benefit us. So we don't have to like waste so much money on that. Oh, bye, Andrew. Bye, Birdman. Cool. I mean, yeah. I mean, that could work.
Wait, this one asking the copper, the solder board. What's the dimensions on it? Like, is it the one?
It was 100 by 73 millimeter.
Is it the one that was in Nomike that we linked? Is there it was, I think this might be the wrong one because I know that we linked in Nomike a long time ago. Like it was like a 90 by 150. So we won't have to deal with like attaching them onto each other. I don't know where it is, I'll be honest.
Okay, I have to scroll past all the minion memes.
Oops, sorry about that.
It's probably way up here.
Yeah, I can probably find it again.
That's cool. You don't have to find it. You don't have to find it now. I guess we can just find it later. Oh, it's this one. I think it's this one. No. This one.
No. I don't know. Don't worry about it. We can find it later. Oh yeah, it was that one. Yeah, you got it.
We can use this one because it's 190 by 150 millimeter.
But we can cut it, right?
Because the
problem with the other one was that we had to cut it and attach them to each other, right? Because it was like 70, and I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Daniel, it's like 80 millimeters the copper board is or something. I'm not sure.
Wait, what were we talking about? The soldering board size on the last? Or are you talking about the dimensions on the board?
Yeah, the dimensions on your last CAD.
Yeah, we need let's take a look here. We need like at least, so it's 87.3 millimeters. So anything more than that would be like, we can just cut it down to that size.
I guess that works then. Was it 87 by 87?
Yeah, roughly 87.3.
Okay. I guess we could just use these then because these are 90 by 150. So we could just get rid of the extra 60 and just make it 90, like a 90 by 90.
You know, I'm like really wondering, like, what's the whole point of these soldering boards? We're technically not even using them.
Well, they're like as a backup, I guess. Because like if we're not able to make those connections inside the model, yeah. So like if we're not if space gets too tight, then we're able to make those connections on the actual board itself, and we can just get a wire, solder that wire to the board. Like for example, the Cosmic Watch, we can just solder wire onto the Cosmic Watch, solder it onto the board, and then like since the Pi is downstairs, we can just get the wire, solder it, and solder it onto the board, so it makes that connection. That's why, yeah.
Aluminum is slightly conductive. So okay, the one at the bottom near the batteries, we don't need a soldering board for that one, right? We just need like a plate, like we can 3D print it for the bottom,
You could.
right? And then the other two, the one that has the Raspberry Pi in it and the Cosmic Watch, those can be used as soldering boards, right? Because we don't need 3 for this one. I don't think we need anything below the batteries, so.
Well, I mean, yeah, because the batteries just need to be glued on there pretty much. And then the other two we could use as connections. I was thinking we could use like one of those small little rubber, like rubber standoffs. Rubber standoff feet. Oh, washers. Kind of like something like this. You could put it on the bottom of the standoff, and that would prevent it from like any accidental discharge. But I think like this could be something we could look at later. Okay. I guess it's just like something to keep in mind. So, I mean, with that said, I guess that's kind of like that's all I really wanted to talk about today. So, I mean, just to wrap up, we're all meeting at In-N-Out at 4. We're first meet up at the campus, and then we're going to drive to In-N-Out, and then we'll just kind of go from there.
This Thursday or next Thursday?
It's this Thursday, so it's going to be
Okay.
It's going to be on the 27th. On the 27th at 4. Cool. So I hope to see everyone there, and good. That would be pretty dope. I'm a bad talker. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really boring.
You're good. I'm kind of busy. Like I'm like multitasking pretty hard right now. So that's why I barely talk as much.
It's cool. Cool. So yeah, that kind of ends it for today. I'll stop recording. Cool. Let's just try to get that report in tonight. Hopefully by 11:59, and that's about it.
All right. Thanks, Luke.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. See y'all.
Peace.
See you guys.
See ya.